Hi, I'm the Moorlander and this is Moorlander EDC, coming to you today with my beautiful face and the great outdoors. I've decided to come outdoors to test out my brand new Canon DSLR, so you should be getting me in a much better light, hopefully, if that makes sense. But like a complete and utter noob, I came out all raring and excited to take some nice photographs, and yeah, completely forgot to bring my microphone with me, so hopefully the sound on this is perfect and you can hear me, but you might end up finding that you're hearing a lot of the wind rustling around. And I made sure that when I came into the trees, so hopefully that should cut it down a bit. So apologies, sound is a big thing, and I'll make sure that next time I've got a proper camera bag, blah blah blah, it'll just sound better hopefully next time. So straight into it with, did you like that then? That was a little slick manoeuvre. This is the Ranger Essential Pack from Passenger Clothing. Now, it's a perfect little satchel size pack, and it's something that I've been looking for to build into my EDC for quite some time now. Hopefully you might have seen from one of my recent videos up there, wherever it is, I'm looking at the different side on the camera now, that you'll see that one of my big EDC bags was the Eastpak Hobbs bag. So this is unfortunately something that I've kind of replaced that with, although you know they've both got different uses. So I've been testing this out now for roughly about 2 months. I didn't really need to take that long, but you know there was lots of other things that I wanted to review and bring to you, and I thought, you know, I might as well take the time with this and, you know, see how I can build it into my EDC. Before I get into the pack, there's something that I did want to mention, and this is something that you kind of get straight off the bat as soon as you receive this, and I think it's something that you'll get with anything that you get from Passenger Clothing. I've been onto the website and had a bit of a look around, but that was mainly to look at the actual product itself and get the dimensions, you know, that sort of stuff, so that I can bring it to you in this piece of content. But straight off the bat, as soon as this comes through the door, it's something that you recognise straight away, and that's the fact that, and if you'll excuse me a second, so it comes in, there's no plastics with this whatsoever. It comes in a brown paper bag with some passenger branding on the front of it. If you're one of these people, which, you know, I'm sure we all should be nowadays, that we're thinking about those single-use plastics, Passenger Clothing straight away have just eliminated all of that. What you get when this arrives is just this in this bag. You go onto the website, you start to delve around a little bit more into the company, and you can see that they're the type of company that want to make sure that straight off they're looking after the environment, and I respect that a lot. The packaging, it's all that it needs to be. It doesn't need to arrive in 500 different layers of plastic for a bag. You know, it's a hard wearing bag, it's a hard wearing outside kind of bag, and a nice brown paper bag branded bag is all that it needs. So that's that little bit out of the way, and I thought it was an important bit that I got off my chest. Well, not even off my chest, it wasn't even bugging me. I just thought that for a company nowadays to be able to take that stand and to say, look, this is us, this is the type of products that we create, and we're doing this, I think that's good on Passenger Clothing. So let's have a look. I'll adjust the camera now and we'll have a look at the actual pack itself. Okay, the pack itself is made from 600D polyester, so you get that fine balance, which is the sweet spot between being nice and light like a 500D polyester and a 1000D polyester, which is super tough, and it just skirts between the two of them, which is great. Measurements wise, from left to right it's 34 centimeters, top to bottom it's 23 centimeters, and depth wise is 10 centimeters. Does it have any sort of side compression? No, not really, because for a pack like this you're not really going to need that, because, well, look at it, you know, it just sits there perfectly. It's not too deep. You could fill it up with lots of stuff. Today I've made sure I've got lots of different things in here. While I bought it, I had my camera in it, and it wasn't over encumbered. It didn't make me feel like I was off balance. It was just right. Just an extra point with the material that it's made from. It has a waterproof coating which is chemical free and also PFC free, which, when you think about the point that I'd made earlier about the brown paper packaging, is, you know, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make sure that they are nice to the environment, and I think that's the point that I'm probably over-egging here, so we'll just carry on. So as you usually do, we'll go around the front, the back, the sides, and so on. I might as well keep it here on my chest. On the front, you've got a pocket that goes across the bottom, goes across the whole length of the bag. All of the zips are YKK zippers, so they, as you know with YKK, you don't get any snags, they're nice and smooth, they're a zip that you can trust. This bottom of the bag, you'll notice that it's in olive and black, so where the olive is here at the top, this lip that goes underneath, this is where you'll find that bottom zip. Extra point, they've got a really nice little lip here, so if with the waterproof coating, the water just beads straight off it, but it also means that when it beads straight off it, it doesn't catch on this zip, it goes straight across the top, nothing gets inside. I haven't had the opportunity to test it out in the wild whilst it's been raining, but you know, as you try, you might as well. Whilst at home, I got a cup of water and poured it on the front of it, and it did nothing got into it. So the zip goes the full length. It's a diagonal kind of zip across it. So, and the actual pocket on the inside, from here it's shorter, but on this side it's a lot longer. In here I've got, you know, my glasses, I've got some scissors. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably all know Danger Dave. I thought while I was out here today I'd take some nice Danger Dave photographs. And it's just perfect, you know, if you've got your keys, you've got your wallet, you're out and about, you think, okay, I don't want to keep my keys on me, just put them in here, and then you're off. Little lip over that and you're fine. I did mention the YKK zippers, but also what you've got here are these little ring pulls, and you probably, I don't think the light will catch this, but built into these are some reflective fibres, so when you're in the dark these reflective fibres shine up and it's really, really good. The other thing that you get on the front is there is a little woven passenger clothing patch on the bottom. Not too big, not too small, you know, it doesn't jump out and go, yeah, passenger clothing. It's not completely obnoxious. You know, it's just right. I think it fits this 1970s, 1980s kind of backpacker almost, and you know, I don't like to compare products, but it almost has that kind of Topo Designs aesthetic to it, which, you know, a man my age growing up in the 80s and 90s, you know, that aesthetic really does, yeah, I like it a lot. The only other two things that you've got here are two grab handles, which are brilliant. So if you're carrying this from the car into the office, or even if you're out and about, you know, you've just been to the shower blocks or you've done something like that, you've got this on the top so that you can carry it around. The sides are both exactly the same. So what you have is a plastic D-ring on both sides and a plastic thing. Oh, let's put that back on. A plastic latch to go on. They're both exactly the same. On the bottom, there's nothing on the bottom. On the back, nothing on the back as well. Sometimes you get them with a zip across. They decided on this side. I'm guessing because sometimes that zip can rub on your clothes whilst walking, so they've just gone for a clean, nice aesthetic on the back. Other than the handle, that's it. It's a 1-inch handle, 1-inch strap, which is nice and easy. Let's put that back on so you can see it. Then on the top, two more nice, easy to access YKK zippers. As far as ambidextrous, I suppose it is ambidextrous in the fact that you've got two zips. So if you hold it on your right shoulder and it's a left carry like I do, you can bring both of the zips to the right hand side, whereas you might possibly do that on the opposite side. Yeah. So on the inside, got lots of things in here. So that's a 600ml bottle which fits in perfectly and stands up. I've got some other things in here, you know, I've got a tool set, I've got a rechargeable battery, there's an Altoids tin. You know, you can fit an awful lot in here. When I was talking about the measurements, let's open this up a little bit better. when I was talking about the measurements, you know, 34 by 23 by 10, that is the full size of this pack. You know, it's a very big opening at the top, and then on the inside, fully lined. All of the stitching has protection on the stitching. The lining itself is nice and strong, and the stitching, other than a few stray stitches, which is where the stitching's ended, which can easily be cut off and just burnt away, the stitching in it's actually very, very, very nice. The only other things that you get inside is there is another passenger clothing label here, and the manufacturer label here on the side, which says embrace the journey, 100% polyester and made in China. Now, you've probably seen from a lot of other my videos, and I'm not going to go off on one here, but don't doubt products that are made in China and made in Southeast Asia. There is a lot of crap that comes out of those that area, but there's also a lot of really nice stuff that comes out of that area. And yeah, I'll vouch for this. This is a quality piece of kit. I've been through all of the seams throughout the entire thing, and I can't find any dodgy seams whatsoever. Now, if this was the front of the bag, this would be the front opening here, and hopefully, if you can see, it's just a lined pack. Now that's where the inside of the front pocket would be, and they've kept it nice and simple. On the back here, you have, actually, let's turn it inside out. Let's just turn it inside out. I've got the power, I can do that. I'm a YouTuber. If I want to turn it inside out, I can turn it inside out. I can do it. So there's the back of it, which would be the front of the back of the flap of the front of the back, if that makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense at all. So on the inside here, there you've got that manufacturer's label, and here you've got the little bit. So at the back, you have a very, very sturdy packed or padded 13-inch laptop pouch. You can also fit your tablets into there, and then you've got a hook and loop tab at the top to keep that all in place. On this side you have a zipped pocket, which is nice and big enough. You can even fit, if you're thinking about what size it is, you can easily fit an Altoids tin into there. No difficulties getting it in, getting it out whatsoever, and that zips shut. On the opposite side you have a pocket that's exactly the same size as this side, it just doesn't have a zipper, so you've got that for easy access. Between the two you then have just an organisation section where you can put pens into there. Brilliant. So now that I've got the pack turned the right way back round, I always get to this point and I like to think to myself, is there anything that I would possibly change about it? And I've thought quite long and hard about this, because the pack is a very simple pack. There's not much to it other than the fact that you've got a pocket on the front, a large main pocket, and then the internal storage on the inside that you can store your gear. And that, you know, that's roughly about it. So thinking about if there's anything that I would change, there isn't really much, and I think the bits that I'd change are only tiny things. First one would be the strap itself. So it's only a 1-inch strap. That might not bother you. For me, it doesn't particularly bother me, but sometimes if I want to put a lot of stuff in here, I want to just spread the load across my shoulder. Now, there are hundreds of thousands of additional 2-inch straps that you can buy on the internet. In fact, I'll put some down in the links below with some Amazon affiliate links of some decent straps that I've purchased in the past that would easily fit on here. In fact, you'll probably notice if you follow me on Instagram, I've already mentioned that, Moorlander EDC, Moorlander_EDC, you'll have seen that I've already changed it for a wider strap. It's not a deal clincher. In fact, I put this one on today, and having put it on, it didn't even bother me that it was the 1-inch strap. What I'd also possibly think about changing would just be another panel on the back, because this is all lined inside and this back of it is padded for the 13-inch laptop compartment on the inside. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to add another little kind of concealed zip section at the back. That would probably be easy to add in. I know it would add to the cost because you've got an extra zip that you want to add there. Again, the the strap and the small compartment on the back are both very tiny things that I would change to this, which takes, if it was a score out of 100, it would take it down to 99.9% because I think this is a great EDC pack, and I think that if you were to incorporate this into your EDC, you'd love it too. Okay, so don't forget, if you like this video, if you don't like this video, well, I'll try to do better next time. But if you do like this video, if you want to hit like, that would be great and be much appreciated. If you'd like to subscribe, that's great. Don't forget to, I always forget which side, I think it's this side. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you can know as soon as I've made some content. And I'm also trying to see if everyone could share my content. That would be great. There are some affiliate links in the link in the below. I'll link to the manufacturer's website for this. Some of the things that I took out of there are on Amazon. If you click on those links and you choose to purchase those products, it's at no extra cost to you, but there's a little kickback that I get from Amazon that helps me to fund my channel and would be great. So as usual, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC.